What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. And yesterday, I covered a case of a bat-wielding woman in the suburbs of Chicago, randomly running around, hitting people with baseball bats and attacking people, pulling their hair, punching them, and trying to run people over with their car. Now, in that video, I said they will catch this lady using some kind of surveillance, whether it be ring cam, stoplight cams, red light cameras. Somehow, some way, they will catch her. And they ultimately did. As you can see, this is the lady off to the left in the first thumbnail. And they caught her. Now she's under arrest. And thank God. Because she was running around Chicago, hitting people with baseball bats, handing out nothing but RBIs. Real bad injuries. Only on Sports, Life, and Politics TV. But let's take a look at the clip.
A young woman now facing criminal charges for allegedly attacking several people with a baseball bat on the city's northwest side.
Let's go to WGN's Alyssa Donovan. She's live at the Cook County Criminal Courthouse at 26 in California with new details.
Yeah, Ben and Lourdes, the judge posted that woman's bond at $800,000 today. That's $100,000 for each of her alleged 8 victims who she attacked over the course of 2 days. 4 of those victims attacked with a baseball bat. Now, the judge making note that the reason for the significant amount of bond has to do with safety of community, specifically of women who the offender seemed to have targeted.
And you would like to know, why did she just target women? Something in her subconscious, something in her mind made her want to only attack women. And you wonder why. A lot of times, a lot of these things stems from people's childhood. They get older, they just say mental health. They're going through a mental health crisis. But a lot of times, your childhood can cause you a lot of mental health problems. So you will wonder what happened to this young girl. Sometimes people are just, off their rockers, or they were born with mental issues. We understand that. But the severity of mental health in today's society has skyrocketed to somewhere nobody's seen this going. Maybe an algorithm or something could have found it, but nobody's seen this. When I was growing up, yeah, there was a person here who was crazy here and there, but the amount of people who they are claiming are just crazy is astronomical. And we know that's not true. A lot of these people are on psych meds, and what are the side effects of these psych meds? That's the question I ask in a lot of videos.
6-year-old Denise Solorzano is facing 3 felony counts of aggravated battery in a public place, 4 counts of aggravated battery and use of a deadly weapon, and 1 felony count of aggravated assault with a vehicle. According to the state's attorney's office, Solorzano attacked 4 victims with a metal baseball bat and attempted to hit another victim with her car on Tuesday, May 9th. The first victims, a 27-year-old woman and a 31-year-old woman, who were walking a baby in a stroller in the 4500 block of North Mozart Street around 11:30 a.m. The state's attorney says Solorzano asked the victims, "What would you do if I beat you with this bat?"
And I said in the video that I made yesterday on this same subject of this lady running around Chicago beating people with a baseball bat, that you're like a boxer out here when you're walking down the street, in a mall, in a hospital. You have to keep your head on a swivel and protect yourself at all times. There's no way in hell you can walk now randomly without the bare minimum of a switchblade, a taser, pepper spray, bear spray, something of that sort. They were laughing yesterday at me because I said, "God damn it, carry a handful of sand." And the reason I said that, growing up in Dallas, I threw some sand in a man's eyes one time and commenced to whooping his ass. He was bigger than me, but it didn't matter. He was bullying and picking on people, and that sand blinded his ass, and I was able to get the upper hand. But there's no doubt about it. You have to protect yourself with something. Why are all these people dealing with mental health? We'll never get to the bottom of that, because by the time you dig into their social media or try to look at what they're into it, what happened to the child. The story goes away and another mass shooting happens or something else happens that completely distracts you and take you on to the next story. They're able to pivot extremely fast on these news networks.
She then assaulted them with a bat, and the attack was captured on video. The two women suffered severe bruising to their arms and hands. Solorzano then fled the scene in her white Subaru after a resident came out and said they called police. Prosecutors say Solorzano then attacked a 34-year-old woman in the 3000 block of West Cullum. During that incident, Solorzano nearly hit the victim with her vehicle while going through a red light, then followed the victim, got out of the car with a baseball bat, and the victim turned to get away and was struck in the shoulder. Solorzano continued to hit her until a bystander intervened and she drove off.
Well, this lady's out here playing Babe Ruth, and she's clocking the shit out of people with baseball bats. And thank God that somebody was able to intervene. Who knows how long she would have beat on that lady.
Another victim was walking through the intersection of West Belle Plaine when Solorzano attempted to hit her with her vehicle. The victim jumped out of the way of the vehicle approximately 6 times, according to the state's attorney's office. That victim ran up to a woman who was walking her dog for help, and Solorzano then attacked that woman with the baseball bat, hitting her in the head. The state's
Now she's clocking people in the head, and we know when you hear people, a metal baseball bat makes a particular sound. Boom! Yeah, it makes a little ding. This lady's out here playing Donkey Kong with human beings. She's a real life Grand Theft Auto character. Gotta protect yourself, y'all.
attorney's office says that on May 7th, Solorzano also attacked 3 other women, punching them in the face and pulling them by their hair. Victims and witnesses helped identify the vehicle Solorzano was driving, and police pulled surveillance video to find her license plate. She was taken into custody yesterday afternoon.
And when you look at the photo, the lady's actually lightweight grinning like she's taking an 8th grade school photo. Unbelievable.
At her home without incident. The vehicle described by victims was parked in the driveway. And Solorzano's parents were in court today. They declined to go on camera, but her mother shared quite emotionally with me that her daughter, Solorzano, has suffered from schizophrenia for several years and has struggled to get treatment. Solorzano's next date in court is May 17th. Live at 26th and Cal, Alyssa Donovan, WGN News.
All right, Alyssa, thank you.
But, I just wanted to go over that clip, give a quick update of the clip we went over yesterday. We staying in strange times, you guys. There's a demonic spirit over this country. Things are getting worse and worse. We're literally having a mass shooting once a day at this point. And that's just mass shootings. The amount of foolishness and chicanery and crimes that are happening on a daily basis are astronomical at this point. But there's no doubt about it. You have to keep your head on a swivel and protect yourself at all times. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm ready for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass on an RBI. Real bad injuries ride.